Shout out to the Cows gang. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer, and welcome to the show, Victim or Volunteer. What I want y'all to do, grab the nearest couch, sit back, and enjoy the ride.
Hey man, this is definitely a sad and unfortunate situation that I have to talk about today, Cows gang. I want y'all to look at this young brother by the name of Kyren Lacy. He was born in December 27, 2000, and he died on April 12, 2025. He was an American college football player who was a wide receiver for Louisiana Raging Cajuns and LSU Tigers, you know what I'm saying? During his football career, he had like over 160 receptions for over 2,300 yards and held 28 touchdowns in 64 games. And in 2024, he caught 58 passes and 866 yards, tied for the Southeastern Conference. Led with 10 touchdown catches and was the second team all-SEC receiver. Now, he was also ranked as the 10th wide receiver in Louisiana for the 2020 class. He committed to the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, played college football as a 3-star recruit, and he declined offers from Houston, Louisiana Monroe, Louisiana Tech, Miami, Virginia. Now, he was also an NFL prospect. He was destined to go to the NFL. But all that was shattered because of false allegations, lies that was coerced by an officer, a cop, state trooper. We're gonna get into it, Cows gang. First of all, I wanna say prayer to his family, prayer to his friends and loved ones that cared for him, because on April 12th in Houston, Texas, 24-year-old native and resident of Louisiana killed himself. Right days before he had to go to the hearing for a case of being accused of causing the fatal crash of a 78-year-old grandfather. And that is also an unfortunate situation, but we're gonna talk about this. But the gentleman's name who died, his name is Herman Hall, and he was beloved by friends, neighbors, and family members as well. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna first play the news of Herman Hall, because we gotta pay respects to that. I'm gonna play that first, and I'll get back to you.
Herman Hall's life is remembered in photos from beloved moments that are now cherished memories. The doting father, grandfather, and American hero served 2 tours in Vietnam, proudly fighting for his country.
He loved to garden. He loved to ride his bike. He used to ride his bike like 28 miles a day. I don't know, he just told great stories. He loved his family, he loved his friends.
His daughter, Heather Dickerson, remembers a happy home and a magical childhood.
He's a hard worker. He gave us a great life.
Hall's life was tragically cut short a week before this past Christmas, after Dickerson says her parents went to run some routine errands. When they were coming back home on Highway 20 near Perez Lane and Shack Bay, State Police say a Dodge Charger, swerving and speeding, caused a major crash. Mangled metal is all that remains from the crushed cars, the front ends folding in from the intense impact. Inside the SUV were Dickerson's parents, who were both wearing seatbelts. Dickerson remembers calling her parents moments after the crash happened.
She said, "We just got in a wreck." I said, "You just got in a wreck? What are you talking about?" She said, we got in a head-on collision. The car's totaled." And I was like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." She's like, "My chest hurts, but maybe it's from the seatbelt or the airbag."
As the investigation began, sources say state police found surveillance video from a nearby business that revealed LSU standout 24-year-old Kyren Lacy's Dodge Charger was involved in the crash. Investigators allege Lacy drove around the scene and fled south on LA Highway 20 without stopping to render aid, call emergency services, or report his involvement in the crash. The wreck so severe, Dickerson's mother broke multiple bones, but she was not really processing what had just happened.
And I was like, "Okay, well, how's Dad?" And she said, He's fine, he's complaining that his back hurts. And I was like, okay. She's like, well, I have to go. And so she hangs up, and I was like, so then she calls me back. And she said, hey, they're gonna airlift your dad to UMC. I was like, wait, what? Airmed? What are you talking about? You said he was okay. She's like, oh, well, he will, he'll be fine. So apparently she was in shock.
Paramedics rushed Hall to New Orleans, where he was pronounced dead.
For someone to cause an accident like that and just keep going, like it didn't matter, some just stupidity, honestly. Like, I mean, how can you be in that much of a hurry? This is the time of year. There's cane trucks. We 2-lane roads. There's no shoulders. Highway 1, 308, Highway 20. It's dangerous roads. Like, you need to be responsible.
Dickerson says she's in disbelief, losing her father 8 days before Christmas.
Tomorrow's never promised. You never know when your last day, your last breath will be.
She wants to see Lacy pay for his alleged actions.
I'm confident there will be justice, but no, I won't stop.
No matter who it is?
No, I don't care who it is. No, I mean, they wouldn't. If the tables were turned, if it were them, they wouldn't stop.
Hall's wife, who was driving the car, has a long road to recovery. I'm told state police are in communication with Lacy's lawyer, who says his client will turn himself in once he returns to Louisiana from a trip out of state. In Baton Rouge, I'm Chris Nakamoto.
So y'all saw the video on Herman Hall. I want to say prayers to his family and loved ones, and also prayers to his wife. She did survive the crash. Definitely an unfortunate situation. Now, the daughter was saying that, hey, she hoped that Kyren Lacy get the fullest punishment, which I do understand, but she's not knowing the truth. But before we get to the truth, the unfortunate situation happened was when Kyren decided to take his own life. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play the news and I'll get back to you.
The victim saying that no one got shot. She's saying that he shot the gun and then left.
NFL draft hopeful Kyren Lacy was found dead in North Harris County, sparking a conversation on mental health among his family, friends, and also fellow athletes. ABC 13's Chaz Miller is live this morning on FM 1960. It is off I-69 there in Humble with the timeline on what took place. Good morning to you, Chaz.
Jamaica authorities do believe that Lacy took his own life. It all started Saturday with a series of events that happened in this area where we're standing this morning. Now, according to the Harris County Sheriff's Office, this is what they are telling us. They said that Lacy was arguing with a family member in this area and fired a gun into the ground. About 30 minutes later, he was spotted by a deputy constable who tried to stop him, but they say Lacy drove off and crashed several miles away on Aldine Westfield near the Hardy Toll Road. Deputies say he shot himself. They did find a gun in his vehicle. Now, in a statement on Facebook, his dad said in part that this will never get easier, but that the family will learn to live with it. He urged parents to pay attention to the mental health of their children. Texans wide receiver Tank Dell also weighed in, saying that mental health is real. Now, Lacy was scheduled to appear in front of a grand jury in Louisiana this morning because he was accused of killing a 78-year-old veteran in a crash. They say Lacy then left the scene. Obviously, that will not be taking place.
So yeah, Cal's gang, y'all just heard it. He got into it with a family member. He shot at the ground, got in the car, flew off. Police saw him, tried to catch him, and he ended up crashing, committed suicide. Just like I said, definitely an unfortunate situation. He did it the day before he was supposed to go to the grand jury, or either the day of. And when I heard about this, I was definitely saddened about this situation. This young brother had the chance to make some of his life. And his father posted online, Kenny Lacy, saying young parents start talking to your kids, and at an early age, make sure they're confident and comfortable confiding in you. Don't be the cool, all right, I'm good, when deep down inside something isn't right. Mental health is real, and for the most part, it's invisible. Don't ignore the signs, even if it seems small. I want to say prayers to his family, prayers to his siblings, because he had 5 other siblings, and him made 6. And, you know, this is a situation I wish I did not have to talk about, but it must be discussed, because when all this went down before him offing himself, he was getting harassed on social media by evildoers, calling him a killer, a murderer. It's his fault because they're going off what the media says, right? So after the unfortunate situation, him offering himself, they had his services, and what hurt me was his younger brother or his youngest brother saying about him. And I want you to check the funeral clip out, and I'll get back to you, because check it out.
Good morning. First thing, I want to thank God for having us all here today. Then I want to say I'm thankful for my brother. You know, he was a role model, and he was everything, and I'm proud to say he was my brother. And, you know, that's it.
All I wanted to say is how much I love my brother.
Talk to him, baby. Talk to him, Kyren. Talk to him for Kyren. Talk to him, baby. Tell him how much you love your brother. Tell him.
He was the best brother I ever had. I thank God that he supported him. Thank y'all for supporting my brother, and I love all y'all.
You know, shout out to two brothers, little brothers, for being able to talk during this unfortunate situation, during the pain and the hurt that I'm sure they're going through and probably will never forget. And now I'm gonna show you a news clip where his lawyer comes out and said he was not the cause of the accident. And here's the proof. Check this news clip out.
Despite Lacy's death in April, Ori hasn't stopped trying to exonerate him from allegations he caused a fatal crash in Thibodaux that took the life of 78-year-old Herman Hall.
Was a great man with a loving family.
State police charged the wide receiver with negligent homicide after they say his actions of illegally passing cars caused another car to fatally impact Hall's car as they swerved to avoid Lacy.
I've got everything. I've got every piece of evidence I have viewed. I've examined every piece of evidence.
Ori appeared on a segment on HTV with host Martin Folse to discuss what he found in the Lafourche Parish District Attorney's investigation as compared to the original state police investigation. The conclusion of the DA's report was that Lacy was not responsible for the wreck. Ori also shows surveillance video of the crash.
In the top left of the screen, you're going to see multiple cars just making their way south to Thibodaux, coming from Vacherie. At some point in time, you're going to see the collision, which we're going to know is vehicle number 2 from oncoming traffic colliding with the vehicle of Mr. Hall. You will see another vehicle come to a stop, and then you'll see Kyren Lacy come to a stop.
The video provides key insight that was previously withheld, according to Ori.
At the time of impact, he's 72.6 yards behind the vehicles at the time of impact. Keyword, behind the vehicles. That is not how this story was ever painted. Never.
But perhaps the most concerning of Ori's findings,
sir.
This interaction recorded on body cam of a state trooper getting a witness statement.
Okay, just make sure you add in there that you had to slam on your brakes, and the brakes, like, you know, you had to slam on the brakes to avoid that charger, and the brakes locked up to avoid that charger. That's.
But then you hear Gold Truck, the witness who's the Gold Truck, what he says. And he says verbatim.
I ain't skid mark or nothing. I wasn't even going for it. That lady in the back of me, she didn't know what was happening. That's how she called that record. She was running in the back of me. She pulled on the other side.
I didn't skid marked or nothing because I wasn't even going that fast. That lady in the back of me, she didn't see what's happening. That's how she caused that wreck. She was going to run into the back of me, and she pulled into the other side.
Both Ori and the district attorney's office say the trooper coerced the witness into blaming Lacy, despite that not being his recollection of events.
Now you saw that Cows gang. You saw that bullshit. Did y'all see that bullshit? This young brother was blamed for something he didn't do. The accident happened before he drove up. If you want to say he's guilty of something, I guess he's guilty for not pulling over, trying to see what's going on and try to help. That's the only thing that I see, if anything, is guilty, but you don't have to. I have drove past many accidents and basically said, ain't got nothing to do with me, or basically said, well, they got help, somebody get there. This brother lost his life. He was getting ridiculed, talked about, threatened, everything else under the sun because of this. Now, a lot of people are calling it out, blaming the police, they making it racism and justice for Kyren Lacy. But here's the thing I want y'all to understand, and I'm going to show you the video soon. It's not just that cop that coerced that man to put that down and blame the green, the green vehicle, which is Kyren Lacy. But it's also all the people that was in the accident that was there that blame Kyren for it. You can't make this shit up. It ain't just the cop. All them motherfuckers blame him. And how? I don't know. I can't even just put it on the cop. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go on his Instagram page, and as you look on his Instagram page, the last post he posted was 25 weeks ago. And someone posted, that boy was innocent the whole time. RIP, dog, run that. Ball up them stairs. Somebody else says, investigating criminally charged the entire police department and district attorney's office. You deserve more than an apology. And I agree with that. Yeah, the crowd, the people were saying that it was the green charge and all that shit. They should get in trouble too. The cop problem was you basically coerced that man to say what you wanted him to. And it seemed like he didn't know what the fuck was going on. This person said, I hope his family get justice for this. The fact he lost his life over a lie is so sick. And this other person said, I can't believe what happened to you. The media and police may have just started the biggest scandal in this decade of college sports. Now, an innocent man is gone, but it's not just the police. See, people need to understand, Cal's gonna understand, it's not just the police, but everybody that sat there and lied. And I ain't talking about the guy who was coerced, but the people that was there. And I'm gonna show you that video on what I'm talking about. And the sad part about it is, people still blaming him for it, saying it's his fault. Not only that, the police department is saying he's still at fault, trying to make some type of justification, but ain't none. You just saw it, Cal's game. So check the video out. I can't play the whole thing, it's too long, but it talks about the dynamic and the video evidence involving Kyren Lacy. And I'm gonna play bits and pieces, then I'm gonna get back on the couch. I want y'all to check this out.
Did you see a green charger flying that way? A green charger that going that way?
There was a green charger.
That's a green charger that
caused all this.
SRT8, he caused all of it. He went to pass the cars way back there, sir.
The green charger collided with these cars?
He went right between.
He went around that truck, okay?
He was passing up with her right now,
and she had no choice. She hits the pole.
How are they injuries? What
she
are they?
got a broken ankle.
Playing and back injuries and then stuff like that. I was
so two back injuries, one broken ankle?
Yeah. I just told him not to move. You know what I'm saying?
You said something about a green charger. Who told you something about a green charger?
I'm down 18 wheeler right there, sir.
Okay, so you saw it?
I saw it.
What did you see happen?
He went to pass him. I say when he went to pass me cars back there around around the curve. All right?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Hey. He come down, right? When he come down, I got Mr. Okay. He had his brother that he was taken to the emergency room, to the hospital or something like that, chemo or something like that. But I got his number also to verify this, because he was a car that was in front of her. When that green charger came, he went caused this whole big traffic, so everybody went to hitting brakes because the charger, I thought he would hit the gold truck head on. So he jammed on brakes. She was coming down, they was going that way. When I saw...
Which way was the charger going? The charger
was going this way.
Was going this way, okay.
She was coming this way.
Okay.
They was going this way also. Mr. jammed on brakes. She went to dodge Mr. And that's when
she
came on.
I was watching. I was about to gas
hit him, on the left side. She come over and hit him. hit him.
Which 18 wheel were you driving?
The red one. Right there.
So the Charger, I guess, passed you up?
The Charger beeline, it was cars behind me because I'm taking my time.
And the Charger was passing all these cars in this
everybody.
lane? And so almost hit this one head on?
No, he almost hit this. It was a gold truck. I got his number right here. That's why I took his number and his name.
Almost hit the gold truck head on?
Yeah, that's his number and phone number and name.
So the gold truck, what did the gold truck do?
The gold truck in this area right here.
The gold truck slams on his brakes.
Slams on brakes to stop the Charger. The Charger swerves back in.
Okay.
And cut somebody else off, whoever was behind them.
Okay.
But then they slammed on, the Charger, he swerved in front of them. They slammed on brakes. And by this time, he slips through, right?
Okay.
As he slips through, she's coming. She like to ram the back of the gold truck. That's what I'm saying.
She almost hit the back of Mr.
Yeah, Mr.
Was Mr. truck hit?
No. He was missed.
Okay. So the truck, Mr. He slammed on it.
In other words, it was right up. The gold truck was right up there.
Right.
Yeah.
He slams on his brakes to avoid the Charger.
Yeah.
This car, what?
Cuts that car off, if I'm not mistaken.
So what does this car do? It just swerves out the way to avoid.
So because I was watching it too.
She turned the wrong way. Yeah. Instead of going towards the post, she turned this way.
Yeah.
Okay, so she turned this way, and then this car was just coming.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you.
So, Cows Gang, you saw the clips from that video. If y'all want to check it out, just go to WGNO TV, and you can see the full video. But this is why I say it's not just the officer's fault, but they did not put in the report that he didn't cause the accident, meaning he didn't hit nobody. They put it all on him. He caused all this. And y'all see the proof. Now, of course, when they put out the arrest warrant, they basically charged him with negligent homicide, felony, one count of reckless operation, misdemeanor, and one count of hit and run driving, and they charged it as a felony, a hit and run of an accident he did not cause. But again, I blame the civilians that were out there that blamed him, not just the police. They all should be penalized. They all should be sued. They all should go to jail. So if you want to blame somebody, blame the person that did a head-on crash that caused the death of Mr. Hall. So Cows Gang, what do y'all think about this? Do you think that Kyren Lacy still is the cause of the accident? Do you think it's his fault? Do you think that, it was justified of them charging him with them 3 counts? What do you think about this whole thing? Do you think that the police officer should be charged? Do you think that he's crooked? What do you think about the people that said that Kyren did it? Do you think they should be charged? You think they should be in trouble? You think they should be penalized? They should be sued as well? Or do you think it should be all just about the police? Well, Cows Gang, y'all already know what I want to know. When it comes to 24-year-old LSU football player, NFL prospect, Kyren Lacy, I got to know, is he a victim or volunteer? Again, I want to say prayers to the Lacy family, and I also want to give prayers to the Hall family.
Y'all tell me what y'all think. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Cows Gang, Cows Gang.